Welcome to the GPLama YouTube channel and to a video covering some indoor smart trainer news that I've come across in the last few weeks that I thought was interesting. Alrighty, coming up in this video, new Kickr firmware from Wahoo, Elite have made some quiet changes to their square smart frame, Garmin have dropped the price twice now on their Neo 3M smart trainer since launch, Cycling Weekly have spotted a patent application by Wahoo for a little drawer to hold snacks. Now, Elite may have something to say about that. ThinkRider flood the zone by getting their smart trainers out to as many YouTubers as possible, but they've also politely asked me not to publish my review. And I've had a cryptic delivery from JetBlack. Okay, kicking things off with the Kickr firmware update. Now, the Kickr version 6 receives its first firmware update in exactly 1 year and 1 day. The updates listed are stability improvements. The Wahoo Kickr Core version 2, a more recent release from Wahoo, also gets an update. Now, this update includes general improvements, bug fixes with a focus on enhancing connectivity and stability. What's new in this one? Well, they list updated Wi-Fi connectivity improvements, stability improvements, and improved AMP+ FEC signal integrity. Now, those should install automatically if you have your Kickr version 6 or Kickr Core version 2 on Wi-Fi. If not, you can always check or confirm that you're on the latest version using the Wahoo mobile app under Devices. Now, we're still holding out for the controller sensor bridging on the Core version 2, so stay tuned for news on that. Next up is news on the Elite Square smart frame, where they appear to have dropped support for non-Elite trainers, for now. Now, the Square was launched as being compatible with any trainer and cycling app, but things have quietly changed on the Elite Square website, listing only Elite trainers as being compatible. Now, the Square brochure has also been modified from "the goal is to offer cyclists an integrated solution compatible with all direct drive smart trainers and training apps, but most importantly, usable by different cyclists," to now reading, "the goal is to offer cyclists an integrated solution compatible with all training apps and above all, usable by different riders." Subtle, but that's a specific change to the wording there. Now, my take on this, if what I'm seeing is correct, I think this is a good move for now. There's a lot of smart trainers out on the market, and they're all a little different in how they work. And how they work is a moving target, case in point, firmware updates. Now, pulling back the support to Elite trainers only gives Elite the opportunity to focus solely on optimizing the Square user experience with the hardware that's within their control. So in short, they won't be tied up having to support users with a Kinetic R1 or a Be Cool Air or any number of other smart trainers out there that people will attempt to install the Square on. And hopefully once the Square is fully baked and that user experience is optimized, they'll then look at options for more open trainer support. So watch this space. I'll keep an eye on this. Now, as I'm wrapping up my review of the Neo 3M and all the recent updates for that trainer, I noticed something interesting about the pricing details. The 3M launched 2 years ago at US $2,000. Yes, it was expensive. And the launch price here in Australia was around $3,400, which is very close to the direct conversion plus GST plus shipping plus a bit of beer tax. But the price in the US did drop to $17.99, and today the 3M is listed at $14.99, so good news if you're in the US. If you're in Australia, it's still $3,400, which with a direct conversion is about $2,200 US. I think we need some of this happening, and I'm not talking 6-7. I'm talking a price review for the Aussie market. Now, also in the news and across the socials is Cycling Weekly picking up this patent, where Wahoo is trying to patent a tool drawer for the Kickr. Now, Wahoo wants to patent a cycling trainer with a hidden pull-out storage drawer inside the front support leg, but the examiners say the concept already exists, and only some specific mechanical details of the drawer system are potentially patentable. But I think we've seen this somewhere before, and I'm sure there's some Italians claiming some prior art. Get it? Prior art, Italians? I thought that was pretty good. Okay, on to ThinkRider. A Chinese smart trainer manufacturer have stepped up their marketing campaign in recent weeks by sending their XX Pro smart trainer far and wide. As such, there's a lot of reviews popping up in amongst a ton of other AI-generated junk over on YouTube. Now, one review that I don't want you seeing is mine. Now, I sent over my observations after performing the Llama lab test protocol on their XX Pro, the same test I've put hundreds and hundreds of smart trainers and power meters through, and they've responded with: "In light of potential implications for our brand reputation, we kindly recommend refraining from publishing the current review materials at this stage." ThinkRider, you've made a product that has implications on your brand reputation when objectively reviewed with a proven test protocol? That's awkward. Now, the short of it is that I noted the trainer had a really good ride feel in flat sim terrain, but there were a few refinements that I pointed out needed to be made. Now, I had some data issues as well as some erg control problems, but the critical issue was how the XX Pro handled steeper gradients, resulting in virtual tire slip. It was an absolute showstopper in my testing. Now, I'll loop back to this in a couple of weeks' time. I'll see if they've addressed any of the issues that I've reported within firmware to improve the experience for all riders. But for now, sit tight. And finally today, JetBlack sent over this in the post with a cryptic note saying it'll somehow make my indoor rides smoother. So they've got something up their sleeve, but I'm gonna need more hints than this. JetBlack already have a rocker plate, so it can't be that. So I'll keep you posted on this one. In the meantime, it's a nice quality pump that I'm sure little Llama's gonna absolutely love, because it's summer here and school holidays are coming up. All right, that's a wrap on things that I've seen around the internet this week and a little bit beyond in the smart trainer world. If you come across anything noteworthy yourself while you're doom scrolling or trolling Reddit, let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you soon.